Good afternoon, Horseshoe Bay members. Anthony here. Happy to say that I made the cut with Bobby and he's invited me back on again. So excited to bring today's topic to you, which is centerness of hit. We all struggle from time to time with hitting the golf ball in the center of the club face. The tool I'll be using today is the alignment rod. Now, alignment rod is a little bit deceiving in the name because this tool can be used for many different things, not just alignment. So the first thing that I'm going to show you here is how to use this tool for your balance. Balance is very critical in hitting the golf ball in the center of the club face. Okay, so if we're too much out on our toes or heel, that could dictate an off-centered hit on the heel or toe of the golf club. As the body's moving, so is the golf club, okay? So to help correct that, I'm gonna take this alignment rod and I'm gonna put it right through the arches of my feet, really giving me the sensation of where my balance is. Now I have a really good understanding where the center of my feet align with the rod, and then also I can feel if I'm too much on my toes, I'm on one side of the rod, or if I'm too much on my heels, on the other side of the rod, right? So it's just giving me a good sensation of where I'm at. So one thing that what I've seen over the years is those that set up too far on their toes, they struggle with hitting the ball on the toe because as they start their swing and return back to impact, they're rolling to their heels further away from the golf ball, resulting in an off-centered hit on the toe. Same vice versa, right? On the heels, we ultimately rock to our toes and we wind up hitting it on the heel. So this is a good little drill. Put this in the arch of your feet and just take a couple of practice swings without a golf ball, really feeling that rod staying in the middle of your feet. Once you get a good feeling of where you're at and what you're doing, you can actually take a golf ball, move it up into the hitting zone and hit the shot. The other thing that I like to use this for, and this is actually something that both Bobby and I were talking about before the video, which I think is a very great drill, is sticking this, kind of at an angle here, and then focusing your eyes directly on the tip of this alignment rod. So I'm focusing my eyes on the very end of this rod. Now, as I take my golf swing, if I start to see this side of the rod, I know I've moved off the ball. Same vice versa. If I kind of move this way and reverse pivot, see this side of the rod, I've moved off the ball. So the key in the golf swing is reducing the variables, right? If we can stay center and keep everything very center and easy to return back to the hitting zone, it's a lot easier to hit that golf ball. So as I've got this rod in the ground here, I'm taking a look at the end of the rod and I'm making a golf swing, making sure I'm not moving off of it, okay? Very simple but very effective drill that you can use with this rod. The last drill that I like to use is those that struggle with hitting the ball, coming into impact a little steep and digging into the ground. I struggled with this for years, taking huge divots. It also helps agronomy too if you can come into it a little shallower. But you take this golf ball, well, first and foremost, you take this rod, you're gonna stick it into the ground, okay? Just at a slight angle, just about 3 inches off the ground on this end. I'm gonna take this golf ball and I'm gonna place it just about 2 inches in front of the rod. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm really trying to make sure I'm coming in at a shallower angle so I don't hit the rod, okay? Actually, if you want to take a tee or something and place it into the ground and take a couple of practice swings until you get comfortable with it, just feeling that club shallow out and come right underneath that rod. This will really help those that, come into it steep and hit it high on the face, or even vice versa, shallow on the club. So this is all meant to help you hit more centered shots. So we're going to take that ball, put it there. Okay, now we're going to give it a swing here. All right, so that's 3 different drills you can use with this one tool, very versatile tool. Hope it helps you. Good to have you here, and we'll see you next week, hopefully.